Welcome back to Living Local. Joining us today, we have our friend Heather Perry. She's with the Lowcountry Food Bank, and she's here today to talk about a special event coming up. But before we talk about that, let's just get to know Heather. Heather, first off, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about the Lowcountry Food Bank. What do you do there?
Well, I am the Director of Fundraising and Corporate Development, so that means I oversee a lot of the fundraising we do here, including our Chef's Feast event, our annual gala that we put on. It's the one gala we put on every year, so to fight childhood hunger. So I'm in charge of that.
We'll talk about childhood hunger. How big of an issue is it?
It's a big issue right now, Ashley. We have seen a 58% increase in what we call food insecurity. Food insecurity is something where children, they don't know where their next meal is coming from. So we've seen that increase during COVID, and none of us thought we would still be talking about COVID a year later, but we are. So we address childhood hunger all year long, but now especially with the numbers rising, it is something that we are laser focused on because of the child.
And you're having to get really creative too, right? Because I remember going to the grocery store, and I know that y'all are doing things a little bit different when it comes to donations. Is that right?
Well, typically what
food to kind of show you how much food can be purchased with a certain amount of money.
Yeah. So what we're asking is, it's when you see a bare shelf in the grocery store, we're having trouble finding it as well. So what we're asking for is, while we love food donations, we're asking for folks to donate their dollars, because we can stretch a dollar a lot further than you can at the grocery store. So we're really
connections.
Yeah,
y'all are good with the money.
We really do. We have great connections. So yeah, we're asking people to really focus on that dollar and how far we can stretch that, but we're not turning down food donations at all. So but just trying to focus on that dollar.
Okay, so back to the big event with the Chef's Feast. Just give us like a breakdown. What is that?
So typically Chef's Feast, I'll just give you an example. In 2020, we were able to have our event in February, and we hosted over 700 guests. We had 35 chefs from around the Lowcountry come and donate their time, their food. It was delicious. It was wonderful. And when the world shut down in mid-March, we recognized, we were like, hey, we should probably come up with a plan B. So plan B is our Chef's Feast Home Edition. So what we're asking folks to do, please patronize your favorite restaurant, put on your most comfy PJs, and tune in to our live broadcast here from the food bank to see what we do here. So you can see what goes in a backpack for backpack buddies. You can see what goes in a school pantry box for school pantries. So it's going to be kind of a behind the scenes look that we've never been able to do before. So we're just trying to see the silver lining, for this.
And so how can you view that? Where is it going to be streaming from? Like, is it on Facebook?
So, no, we have a platform we're using. So if you go to Lowcountry
on our website, of course.
Yeah, lowcountryfoodbank.org, Chef's Feast 2021. It will all be there. There'll be a pop-up when you go to lowcountryfoodbank.org. So you'll be able to donate there. You'll be able to register to watch. It's free to watch. We really want people to watch and give what their heart is called to give. So if they go to our website, they can find all of the information there.
And as far as like the current status right now, I mean, what is 2021 looking like for y'all? At Lowcountry Food Bank, y'all are always so positive. And I mean, that's what I love. I've volunteered there several times with my leadership Charleston class and many other times. So, but what is your outlook overall?
Well, like you said, we're positive. We're trying to see the silver linings and everything, but what we are most inspired by is the giving spirit of the Lowcountry. We're really, we have projections that it's probably the effects of the pandemic are gonna last probably another 18 months. But that doesn't stop us from, keeping up with the demand. People are donating their time through our volunteer program, and they're donating money. And the Lowcountry is incredibly generous, but we can't stop now. We've still got to keep going forward.
And I hate to put you on the spot, but how many cents to the dollar goes towards the mission? I always ask this.
97%.
That is impressive, because anything typically above 80 is good. So the fact that y'all are getting that much out of a dollar is, I mean, very, very impressive.
Yes, and I've been in nonprofit for a number of years, and this is the best ratio I've ever seen.
I mean, I don't think I've heard of one that high either.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, anything else you want to leave us with?
We just want to encourage people to watch, to log on and to watch, and to see what we do. Yeah, make it a fun night at home. I know we're so sick of being at home, but this will be a good one to watch. So it'll be uplifting, and hopefully, we just want to tell people also, if you are food insecure or you need help, please reach out to us and our local agency partners. You can go to our website at lowcountryfoodbank.org. One of the things we fight is the stigma of, I've never had to ask for help.
Yeah.
And so now we're saying it's okay to ask for help. This is the time. So above all else, please always ask for help, because that's what we're here for.
And we're all in this together, right?
We really are.
All righty. Well, Heather, again, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Ashley. It was my pleasure.
All righty. More Living Locals coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.